Alright, not sure if y'all can see that, but that is a road going around the mountain. And you can't tell it from here, but there's no guardrails, and it's just a straight drop. And we's gonna be on it in a minute. Done it numerous times, but it still scares the shit out of me every time I do it. So yeah, that's life right now.
Ready, Freddie?
No, but we're gonna go ahead and do it anyway. Okay.
You gonna get it on the street up?
Do what?
You gonna get it going up it?
Probably. Is that long pond you was talking about?
No, it was back there. It was alongside the road.
Oh, well, that's a pretty long pond too. I'm just saying.
Roads on the creepy road through the floor. The Bigfoot hunting grounds.
Where?
When you turn there, just the other side of Red Oak, and you go.
I mean, I know what you're talking about, but like, are you sure you want to do that to the people?
That's where I had my nightmare about Bigfoot.
Exactly.
This is what we believe is the Bigfoot hunting swamp. I mean, hell, you got to make them think we're going to the boondocks. Of course, most people look at yours, it is.
You know, as long as me and Zach have been friends, I still have no idea what his house looks like. We always joke about it every time we talk. He's like, dude, we talk more now than we did when you lived close to me.
And this area is where Bob wants to retire.
Waiting if he decides he wants to retire.
We've looked at some property up here and down off the side of this big bridge down here. So come to
Ugh.
Like I said, it would be amazing if that damn traffic light was still up here.
That'd be funnier than hell. See, for those of you who don't know what we're referring to, they was doing some, what was it, like road maintenance or something?
Yeah, the side of the road caved off the side of the mountain.
Yeah, the side, and you people wonder why I don't like driving on this road. But the side of the road caved off the side of the mountain, and they was trying to fix it and whatnot. And they had just one singular traffic light in the middle of the damn road. In the middle of nowhere on a mountain.
Because they had one lane of traffic and they had one at each end to let you go through.
But like I remember first time my brother had seen it, he had to take a picture. It was like, ain't nobody at home gonna believe this shit.
I know you didn't just turn that my direction.
My bad. It was a quick glimpse though, ain't nobody really seen. But see, we got the road coming up, the no guardrail road.
Where we've had multiple wrecks. And look, sunshine and rain. Having a sun shower.
Ain't that nice? Scoo scoo. Did I tell you that I called Christina a hobbit yesterday?
You got called what?
I called Christina a hobbit yesterday.
Why did you call her a hobbit?
It was in her video, I was reacting to her karate video where she was fighting a really tall dude and you really couldn't see her face. And I was like, okay, so Christine is the hobbit in this one. And I immediately felt bad. But she got a chuckle out of it, so I'm forgiven, I hope, I think. That's what she says anyway.
Those lights look awful low.
Do what? See, look. No guardrail.
Long fall.
God forbid you're driving around here with ice, you get immediate deathification.
I was driving over this one morning in the fog. It was bad fog. I had to roll down my window, kind of look out my window and follow the yellow line across the mountain.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
Sad thing is it seemed like the fastest I ever got across the mountain. Alright, that's all the scary part. But we do got these people that live up here in the corner, just a trailer out in the middle off the side of the highway. It's kind of weird.
It is kind of weird.
I would love to just take off upside one of these mountains and build me a little cabin, a little lean-to, whatever the hell, and live there. Never be heard tell of again.
You know, going down to Mima's, I can pretty much always guarantee one thing. She's either going to offer us food to take home, or at least offer to feed us.
Or both.
Or both. It's a given. It happens every time.
Apparently she has forgot we have grown up.
I mean, I for one am not going to turn down the foodage.
Well, no, you're a fat kid just like your mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see the sign? Yeah, we name roads after dead people here.
See, look, one lone singular house up there. See that white speck?
So jealous.
It's up there in the middle of nowhere.
And then up here around this corner, there's one lone trailer house just out in the middle of the flat.
And I'm still trying to figure out how people get up there. Like, do they just like turn at the freaking utility poles?
Up there on the top of the deal where those mailboxes were. Now, I would be more than happy just to have to drive a four-wheeler onto the road and call it a day, but...
Like, park your car there by the highway and...
Hey, in Conway, there was a place when it rained real hard, they would have a car on either side of the low part, and then they had a rowboat where they would come from, drive one car to it, get in the boat, come across, drive that car to town.
Well, that's nice.
You do what you got to do when you can't afford to take off work. We had an ambulance call once where we had to bring the patient out in a boat because you had to get across the deep water in it. What you gotta do. That's why I went into that freezing icy water. See, you go down there, nobody ever finds your ass. You go off down there.
Still never gonna forget my first weekend living down here. You wake me up on a fucking Saturday at like 7 a.m. What are you doing? It's Saturday.
And it's sleeting.
It's sleeting. It snowed and all sorts of fun shit. And you're like, we feeding cows. I'm like, you is. I'm going to sleep.
You did not, did you?
No.
You froze. It makes you appreciate the warm days for feeding cows, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Man, what I hated was like the days that we would be freaking feeding and whatnot, and you know we weren't allowed to go to the house until Bob told us we could, and so we'd be sitting up there and it'd be like really freezing cold, like cold rain to the point where it hurt your face.
Yeah, I know, because I was on a four-wheeler while he was in the tractor. Yeah.
And it was either those days or the days when it was like really hot, when me and Luke usually had our fist fights.
This is where the traffic light used to be, right here where that 55-mile-an-hour sign is.
Yep, right up here.
You have to stop and wait here for it to turn.
Traffic light right here in the middle of nowhere.
And this whole lane here fell off the side of the mountain.
Wasn't it like over there somewhere?
No, it was over here. They just had to scoot the whole road over.
They had to put it over here.
Yeah. Where that indention there actually is where the...
Oh, where all this green is right here?
Where all this is where it slopes down?
Yeah.
That's actually where the highway was coming off. And right here where this little road comes out is where the other traffic light was for this end.
Traffic light in the middle of nowhere.
And that's what you call redneck traffic jam. Or that when we're going to the Garrett place or the Durrett place in the tractor, one of the two.
Yep. You know, people's gonna be hearing us talking about the Toon Place, the Garrett Place, Martin Place, wherever, and they're like, what the fuck are they talking about? Cow pastures, people. We're talking about cow pastures.
We own several across the county, and they're named after whoever we bought them from.
Sounds simple enough.
Just like our bulls are named from wherever we bought them from. We had McAllister, Shawnee.
Don't you have one named Buster?
Buster, because that's who we bought them from.
Do we have a bull in our pasture anymore?
Yes, we do. We have Larry. I don't know why he's named Larry.
What happened to Louie?
We sold Louie. Louie was getting old, and Louie was having hoof problems. I miss Louie. I love Louie. He was a big baby.
All I know is he would like look. He was like probably one of the bigger of the bulls that I had ever seen. And then like he goes to bellow at you, and it sounds like came from a 4-year-old girl.
No, that's Z.
Louie did too.
No.
Louie did too.
Louie did not.
All right.
Z sounds like a gay girl, but hey. Mojito's just funny because you got little man syndrome.
Is Shawnee still a dick?
Shawnee hates me. And I don't know why Shawnee hates me.
He just hated you from day one?
He has hated me from day one. Luke, at 12 years old, could go up there and go, get out, Shawnee. Shawnee turned around, walk right out into his pasture. He'd sit there and stare me down. Bob didn't believe me till the last time we were feeding cows that year. I had to have that big ass Shawnee stick and hope he didn't charge me. He hated me. Jeopardy question of this conversation. What is things Braden never thought he would be discussing on a regular basis?
Cows.
And hay.
The moment that really got my mind all messed up is whenever we're driving, I forget where we was going, but we passed a stack of hay, like a whole row of hay, and I'm like, wow, that hay sucks. And then I had to stop and look at myself, I'm like,
did I just say that?
Did I really just say that? One, why did I just say that? And two, how do I know what bad hay looks like?
But what was really, really funny was the first time we hauled hay, and he saw how the hay trailer worked.
Oh, that shit mesmerized me. Like, it's a whole day's worth of work, and all I gotta do is sit here.
We sat in the truck while the tractor put the hay bales on the trailer, and then we drove the trailer down to the pasture, pulled the pin out, and watched
and the hay trailer literally, like, the hay is sitting on the trailer like this. Pull the pin, it goes over like so and just dumps the hay, and I was like, that is the most greatest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
We'll have to get the picture so you can post it with it of you that day.
Oh, when I'm standing next to the hay?
Yeah. For somebody that hates it, he really rocks the cowboy look.
I don't like the cowboy look.
But you look good in it.
I'm urban people. Mentally.
You ain't been an urban people a day in your life.
Mentally. See, I say this. I was fixing to say I feel like I fit in with the city crowd more until I go with the city crowd, and they're gonna be like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Be like when I went to New York, and they go, "You got that
U-Haul accent,
don't you?" No, I don't. Now y'all quit it.
Well, it's like Dad's been away from New York so much now, like, people don't think he's from New York.
Yeah, he still sounds like it to me, and every now and then you still spit some shit out that sounds like that.
But I've never lived in New York, though.
No, but you lived with your dad.
So what, I picked up his New York accent a little bit?
Yeah, you did. It's not near as bad as it was when you first came down here. But it's not as bad as your twang was when you lived with me all the time when you were little either.
And you're like, I wonder where he gets it from.
Yeah, I know. People look at me and go, oh, I wonder. Consider people in Arkansas were calling me a hick.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Well, I cut my own firewood and make my own laundry soap, so... I mean, seriously, you heard it when I asked for the chainsaw for Christmas. They're like, Bob, I wouldn't sleep in your house tonight.
True story. Craziest thing I'd ever witnessed though, right? We go camping, and like every time we thought of something that would make this camping experience 10 times better, freaking mom pulls that out the car. Like, oh, we should have this. Oh, you mean this? Where'd that come from? Is that the car? Oh, we should get this too. Oh, it's right here.
And y'all watching me cook burgers over an open fire.
That was like, to an 8-year-old, that was freaking amazing.
Your mom was pretty handy to have around on occasion.
Mm-hmm. Something else y'all might not see on a regular basis, but we kind of do.
What,
Train's going nowhere.
Oh, I thought you were about to see those. I was going to ask if it was a junked up yard of the train. This train actually only runs between Howe and McAllister. It's
Really?
all it runs. It's its own rail line, its own company, and it only goes between Howe and McAllister. From the coal mines there by Howe
Yeah.
to McAllister to be shipped out. That's all it does.
But like literally, y'all may not be accustomed to seeing this,
They block intersections here every day.
but they will literally stay in one place for hours, even days at a time sometimes.
In Heavener, if you get blocked by the train, you don't get counted late for school.
Really? I want to go to Heavener.
No.
I would use that shit every day.
Well, you damn sure know you're Spanish.
Shoot, I think working at Whitlock, I had to brush up on my Spanish real quick. Because it was easier for me to brush up on the Spanish I knew to communicate than it was for them to understand my English.
But no, when I worked at the chicken plant at Heavener, it was hysterical, you know, because Mexicans tend to like the bigger women. And I would either get the look of, you know, the grin and the nod, or they would look at me like I was the chupacabra. There was no in between with them. That was good money though for doing next to nothing. I miss that.
You know, in some ways, I kind of miss working the palletizer at Whitlock, because that was probably the easiest job I had. I had to make sure shit didn't get messed up on the line, and whenever like it would go down and like do a couple layers, and then I think it was like after 3 layers, it would stop, and I had to put a piece of cardboard over it, push the button, make another layer go down, and then I had to put another layer on top of it.
Okay. Let's see if we can get a Bigfoot sighting through here.
All right, let's see if we can't find a monster who has the strength of 20 men and try to shake his hand.
You be nice to Bigfoot. It's even creepier in the summer when all the trees are filled out and they almost cover the road.
All right, she says this isn't creepy. Really? Have you not seen Friday the 13th?
Oh, be thankful they ain't still got the old wood bridges.
But they got rid of those?
Yeah, they got rid of them. They got nice new concrete ones now.
Oh, I kind of missed
The wood bridges where you had to stay on the tracks in the middle.
Yeah, I kind of missed those.
Yeah, you didn't drive across them. But no, in my dream I was coming through here in my old green pickup. And Bigfoot come out of the woods there, and I drove past him, and he smacked the back of my truck and sent me flipping around.
You know, it'd be really fucked up is if like you go like all your life thinking it was a dream, only to find out that it really happened.
No,
and you just think it was a dream.
No, because I still got, I know where the truck's at. But no, Bigfoot come out now and hit this Jeep. We gonna have some issues.
I'll be filming that shit.
Yeah.
Well, see, what I don't get is you got these so-called Bigfoot experts, and I'm like, how can you be an expert on something that nobody's ever captured or studied
This is what
up close and personal?
But think about it, son. I have went walking out through these woods my entire life because they always say, "Why have you not found a skeleton?"
Yeah.
We lived out at Black Fork, Arkansas, where we didn't have neighbors. Period. Mountains all around us, and I would always walk those damn fields and walk those hills and mountains and trees, woods. I've never seen a skeleton of anything. That's what nature does. And see, these are the pretty bridges we got now. You know, that's what you have these scavengers and carrion birds and animals for. That's creepy.
Whoa! Hello.
You want to back up?
Yeah, I might possibly have to get up out the car for that one.
Well, just keep watching.
How long has that been there?
Forever, I'm assuming.
Is that the first time you're noticing it too?
Well, I think I've paid attention before. It might be an old mine.
Yeah, because that doesn't scream haunted.
We got a bunch of old mines down here. I keep forgetting I got a backup camera in this thing.
We'll go right on the other side of them guardrails.
I'm gonna pull right over here so in case somebody comes flying around that curve, at least this way they can see me.
Mm-hmm. You want to get out too?
No, I'm gonna wait right here. I'm tired of the wind.
I forgot about the wind. Not sure if y'all can see this, but that's just creepy. Friggin' opening in the middle of the mountain, just in the middle of nowhere. Part of me wants to go explore it, and a part of me wants to keep my distance. We'll figure out which one it is. But I think I filmed enough for now. I'll holler at you guys later.